because the smallness of our being is our only greatness, because one night I was in a room listening until only one heart beat, because in these last years I've worn and nearly worn out my black funeral shoes, because the gesture of afterwards means the same thing no matter who speaks them, because faith, belief, forever are only words, no matter, because matter disappears always and eventually, because action is not matter, but energy that's spent changes being. And if death too is a change of being, perhaps action counts. And if death is a land of unknowing, perhaps we do well to live with uncertainty. And if death is a forested land, it would be good to learn trees. And if death is a kingdom, it would be good to practice service. And if death is a foreign state, we should loosen allegiance to this one. And if our soul leaves our body, then we must rehearse goodbye. Don't hurry to safety. Each hour your flowered room grows smaller. Everywhere at the periphery of vision, windows shatter into triangles of mosaic light. There, in the lonely fragments, a YouTube dictator declares victory. Blood flattens and darkens. The scent of rebellion, smoke, fire, and ash, all pungent in the still images sacrificed to history. Somewhere the flapping door of an overturned wagon thumps steadily in a deserted street, echoes absent hands. They say there was an old woman who lived in a shoe, children spanking bed, no food. It's an old story, one to rival the Peter tale, who kept his wife in a pumpkin shell, or Jack Spratt, who coveted all the 90% lean cuts of meat, how while his ever-expanding, squat, round wife tumbles over the sides of a tiny kitchen chair, overfilling the page on which she is drawn. We keep turning that page, but one caricature follows another. Some claim women always were the delicate sex, fainting, timid, helpless souls, you know that line. The length and breadth of those whose names have scrambled the letters of femininity into unrecognizable derivations. Annie Oakley, Gloria Steinem, Wilma Mankiller, Rigoberta Manchu, Mother Teresa of Calcutta. In pants or full veil, in every state of dress or undress, Cher's navel, the jewel on Cleopatra's forehead, burn like all beacons of dissent. I heard, a nation is never defeated until the hearts of its women are trampled upon the earth. This one, I believe, for I grew up among women who could swallow a raw heart whole or in infinitesimal pieces, deer heart, rabbit heart, turtle heart, and did swallow and chew, chew and swallow their own red hearts beating for survival, for survival, for survival, for survival. And this is the single story we write with our lives. Women of travoy, ox, and minivan, of African brown barefoot toes, bound Asian feet, or $75 a pop Birkenstocks. Together, we walk our houses of history, track true the paths of indentured servants, girl babies slain and buried, this black dirt of bias exposed, overcome in story cycles of scarlet fecundity, told through the fires of many tongues, and translated again in the labor of women. Imagine the geometry of flower is hunger for balance. Is my child's hand on the gears of beauty, layering and interlocking color? Picture me prone, a small center point, one copper dot in the white Minnesota winter. Picture my mother drying her hands, placing the compass and spinning arcs and intersecting curves, woodland flowers growing into many-petaled mandalas, into limitlessness, a universe of circles, of symmetry, suns, stars, blooms, and orange-hued fruit, the berry, squash, ripe tomato wonder of belonging. My own spirograph bursts rush forth, ornate like paisley, like fireworks against dark summer skies, spokes and wheels and gears meshing, each pencil thrust a tentative mark, a hopeful threading on the cogs of belonging. Imagine my fingers holding tight to the friction, watch the intricate flourishes appear on white paper, the tabula rasa transformed by oval, just another language, another voice saying hello to the spiraling bodies of self. Imagine my psychedelic Crayola yearning, my January pining after the purple florals, the cosmos, the daisy mix, he loves me not, on Gurney's seed packs. Now watch as we carve splendor. My world is medicine wheel and hand drum, is powwow bustle and beadwork in woodland design. The sweep of nature tallied by curve, by eye, assembled now as scarlet fractals, as collage of vine, tassels, seed pods, and a child's simple pink infinity.